My name is Paul Urbach, and this is my presentation for interpersonal communications. My preferred learning style is visual. My PRPSA score is 113, which is moderately high. I am a father and a husband. I am more of a listener than a talker, and much more comfortable in smaller groups than large ones. I'm consistent and reliable, and more of a logical thinker, and I do have difficulty getting motivated. This is my family. I was married December 11th in 2010 to Shannon, who's also in the class. I have 2 children. Sean is 4 years old and Aileen is 18 months. My mother lives in Oviedo, Florida. My father lives in Minerva, Ohio. He recently moved up there when they split up. My wife's parents live in Montverde, Florida, and I also have a sister, brother-in-law, and sister-in-law who all live locally. I was born in Youngstown, Ohio. I've lived in Charleston, South Carolina, Aurora, Illinois, and Wadsworth, Ohio, all when I was very young, and then we moved to Florida when I was 10. Been here ever since. Graduated from Winter Park High School in 1999. I worked at the Regional Traffic Management Center for 10 years. After that, I became a tow truck driver and then a road ranger for 6 years. And I'm currently working for Knox Medical delivering prescription medication. Weekly schedule is pretty inconsistent. My job is a Monday through Friday job, but the times change. Sometimes I may get off at 2 in the afternoon, other times 10 at night. It's hard to plan anything. I typically take my son, unless I'm working late. I'll have to pick him up from choir practice on Wednesdays. Saturdays are free days for housework or just relaxing, and Sunday evenings we have family dinner with our extended family. And I'm also an annual pass holder at Disney. We visit with the family as often as we can, and this picture is of our extended family, which we always have dinner with on a trip to Disney. I'm a visual learner. I find visual representations of information easier to interpret. I prefer watching a task performed over having it explained to me. I have a good example of this was a play that we had to read in a class last semester. I had a difficult time understanding it as I read it. I tried listening to an audio recording of it, and then when I found a video of it on the internet being performed, it was very clear to me and very easy to understand. Charts, maps, and videos are also more easily recalled for me than text. And I do have a habit of writing out all my notes. That helps me remember it. Even if I never go back and read it, just writing them all out helps me remember. And my future goals, my immediate future, I want to complete my AA and move on to a 4-year degree, though my major is still undecided. I am happy with my current job, but a degree would help with advancement. There isn't a lot more for me to do here until I have a degree. And higher education will hopefully open up more opportunities to provide for my family, which is the main reason why I decided to go back to school. My self-concept, I'm a moderate to high self-monitor. I'm typically aware of how I'm presented to others, though often I'm not concerned with this perception to those outside my normal close friends and family. I'm just not overly concerned with people that I don't know very well's opinion of me, which can be good and bad. I'm fairly balanced between the 3 face needs, though I probably favor competence more than the others, and I am definitely not prone to self-disclosure. My lessons learned from the chapters: disclosing more about myself will encourage others to open up to me, and I could improve my typically distant relationships with coworkers by doing this. My visual learning style causes me to see things more clearly in my head than I am able to express them verbally.